excuse me. So during the last 12 hours, I've gotten so many DMs and tags about the new Corvette C8, and people want to hear my opinion on it, which is really cool. I thank everybody that sent me a DM or tagged me in one of the posts. I haven't seen the official launch video yet, so I thought, what better way to react to the video than doing it live the first time I see it and record it. And I'm just gonna say exactly what pops into my head the moment I see the video. So let's jump into it. Alrighty, Corvette C8 official launch. Or is it a 458 Italia? Can't really tell right now. Alright, it's strapped in. That means that it probably has a lot of power, is my guess from that. Alright, it's raining, I assume. Very wet out on the test track that they're filming this on. Oh, there are 3 of them. White one might look better. So I might sound a little bit sarcastic or negative, and there's a reason for that. It's not negativity, it's just disappointment, I guess would be the right word here. I have to write down exactly what I think of this C8. I need to take some time and really figure out what it is I want to say, and not just what comes into my head the first time. I want to put some nice thought behind this, because I think this car deserves it. First things first, let's make some coffee and wake up. Rosie, this coffee is not for you, friend. Let's see what other people have to say about the C8 before we jump into to my opinion of it. 2020 Chevy Corvette C8 Stingray's price and features draw gasps. All right, let's see what that's all about. Oh, they gasped over the price, which is under $60,000, which I have to say it's a really good deal for this kind of performance and car. 497 horsepower is not bad. I'm probably gonna make some more powerful models in the future, like they've always done. So that was, I guess, what was so gasp worthy in the crowd. And here we have some other crowd-pleasing features: an adjustable suspension with GPS-linked memory. Can raise the nose, okay, in 2.4 seconds, up to 24 miles per hour. Cool. A new electro system that features GM Super Cruise system. Hands-free driving. Yeah, we've seen that before. Video that showed the new Vette logo. The new Vette's 2 cargo compartments, one in the nose, one behind the engine. We've seen that before too, but it's still cool. Slide showing the choice of 6 colors and 12 exterior, 6 interior colors and 12 exterior colors. Okay, right, let's see something else, if we can find something more kind of gasp worthy about the C8 Corvette here. All right, this is from CNET. No, I do love cars, but I don't want to sign up for it. Yes, folks, this is it. It's the 2020 Chevy Stingray Corvette, aka the C8. You might know it as a mystical, magical, long-awaited mid-engine Corvette. Yes, that's correct. It's been very mystical, but we already knew how it would look like thanks to all of the obvious spy photos that Chevy wanted taken. So let's see what's new with this. LT2, it's a 6.2 liter V8, all right, at least with this initial flavor. Yeah, as I said before, they're probably gonna make different versions of this with even more power and probably a 10 liter V8 in the future, something like that, I don't know. All right, this is all things we've seen before. 8-speed dual clutch transmission from Tremec. The good news means no more slush box automatic, so it's a dual speed. Yes, dual clutch. Yes, it is. Cool. We've had that for a while. 0 to 60 times in less than 3 seconds. Good for this price point for sure. It's not anything bad on the performance or anything like that. Moving the heaviest part of the car into the middle makes for fundamentally better cornering, while a new stiff chassis and revised suspension are crucial as well. It feels like I'm reading a launch of a car that was launched 20 years ago. So, you know, I don't know how this video is going to be received, but it seems like nobody is bringing up the fact that the C8 Corvette isn't really bringing anything new to the table. And that's what I want to talk about in this video today. So, here's the thing. When I saw this video, I felt like I've seen this car 100 times before. We already knew what it was going to look like, right? I mean, that's just a fact. They kind of revealed it 6 months ago with the minimally camouflaged C8s and to build up the hype. But here's the thing. In today's automotive world, your success rate is determined by 2 main factors. The advancement in technology or the progression in design, or in best case, both. The new C8 checks none of those. What was the hype for? If you're going to build up the hype for a year prior to launch, you need to deliver something that will back that up. A relocation of the engine isn't enough. The C8 will please the people living for today. The hype has made sure of that. But for those of us who are thinking about tomorrow, the C8 is already forgotten. It won't be remembered. It's a blip on the radar that over the years will fade away. Why? It's simple. It's not significant in any way. It's not breaking new ground. It's competing on the terms of the 60s and the 70s, power and performance of a combustion engine powered car, and that doesn't work today. Why was the C8 developed in the first place? What's its purpose? Well, they need to release a new model to keep the fans happy. That's just how the industry works. You, the sketch monkey of all people, should know that. Yeah, I do know that, but that doesn't mean go backwards. It doesn't mean you can be lazy. To me, this is a lazy project. All marketing hype for the masses, no brains. If this was a small coach builder developing a limited production car, I might have forgiven it, but not when it comes to one of the biggest car companies in the world. Chevrolet should be in the forefront of tech and design, leading the way, be a role model for other smaller manufacturers. But what about the styling? Everybody seems to love it. Well, I'm not everyone. If I'm honest, the styling is a mess. There is no consistency. It's like they had 5 or 6 designers working on it at the same time, not being able to agree on anything, each pushing their own ideas onto the car all at once. The proportions are off, the nose is too high and too short in relation to the rest of the car. But we knew this already. The car has been accurately rendered for months now, so it's nothing new. And how many lines do you need to build up the shape of a side air intake? Well, according to the C8, way too many. The rear has this strange dip to it, like an inverted integrated ducktail. It makes it look weak, and it makes it look like it's structurally broken. Graphically, the rear just gives me a headache, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. What do you want to be? Italian? American? I see NSX cues with attempted nods to Ferrari, but unfortunately that failed. I could make a video about the C8 praising its price and performance. Those are 2 impressive features of the C8 if I have to mention any. But that doesn't matter, not on this channel. I'm 100% sure that the C8 will sell. After all, everyone loves an affordable supercar, which is what I would say is a category the C8 fits into. But here's the thing, alright? I want to ask you something. Think back to all the cars you remember from years, from decades ago. What makes you remember them? I promise you they all had something special, something unique to the time, something strong enough to make it into your memory permanently. And now ask yourself, will you remember the C8 decades from now? I know I won't. Now, this video might upset some hardcore Corvette fans out there, but these are just facts. If you look back in history, there is not one single car that didn't move the needle forward that's been remembered for either its design or its advancements in technology. And as I said in the beginning, the C8, it doesn't have any of those. It's a decade too late. It might have been a cool looking concept with a mid-engine C8 Corvette. It should have been the C7. It should have been done 10 years ago and not now. And that is why the C8 will probably sell, but it will be forgotten decades from now. It's not strong enough to make it into your memory permanently. You asked for my opinion, and this was my honest version. I might do a redesign of the C8 in the future, but at the same time, I don't feel like giving it any more attention that it already has. To me, there are so many other car companies with a lesser marketing budget doing fantastic things, pushing themselves and moving the needle forward that I like to highlight in my videos. But that's enough ranting for today, and let's end on a positive note, shall we? In the next video, we'll talk about a car that wins both of these two competitive main factors of the automotive world of today. It wins in both technology and in design. Can you guess what car that is?